But we're going to listen to Amaranthe Do or Die featuring Angela Gossow. And this is the official music video, so I hope I don't get banned. Whoa! Okay, Chase, no problem. Take your time. We'll see you when you're back. So I completely agree, Ayurvith. Cookie cutter voices are boring, but that's what I love so much about this community and you guys, because everything we watch here is driven by you. I don't really choose any of the songs we watch and listen to and talk about. And you know, this is a great stream to start off with today because it's such a non-cookie cutter voice. Like, right? We've never listened to Amaranthe on stream. I don't think I've ever personally consciously listened to Amaranthe, but I've heard, you know, that it's this kind of music. It's shocking. It's a voice that is incredibly interesting to hear, right? So yeah, no, I love this. Hi, Pauline. Good to see you. All right, so, you know, off the bat, the most general way I can describe it is just like really nice false chord phonation. But we also get that nice timbre underneath it from those the lower pitches in the vocal cords. Fantastic. I love the dichotomy between these two sounds because the other sound, that clean sound, is like steely and hard. So it doesn't lose any intensity, but it's clear and piercing, right? Elise, this is Elise, yes. I love how these vocals are being mastered. I know I'm chopping it up, but it's like these are kind of like first in my brain thing. So we'll go back and get that transition into the chorus better. So Angela is doing the growls and oh man. Wait. Am I thinking? Yes. Okay. Elise is doing the clean vocals and Angela's doing the growls. And the mastering on this, I would say the person doing the mixing and the mastering for especially the vocals is like absolutely 100% part of the artistry here, because what I'm hearing in Elise's voice is just really amazing layered like harmonies from a technical perspective, and it really just it's used to maximize that steely quality of her voice because it's sweet and it's very feminine, but it's really, really powerful, right? Oh, she sings on Instagram Lives without any studio arrangements at all. Yeah, no, you can hear in the mix that her natural voice is really, really beautiful, but it has that grounded steely quality, and it doesn't get too belty, but it maximizes those really crispy forward masky tones, which is really awesome. So let's go back and just kind of enjoy what we listened to up till now without me interrupting anything. This is awesome. So what I would love to have seen, like, the studio recording session being done, because clearly, like, in this video they're not singing along, they're doing these really cool acting moments, which are awesome for the texture of the song, because I love the characters that are being portrayed by each of them. That's I think something that's underrated about often musicians, singers, is that when they come to do these music videos, there's a lot more that goes into it than them just standing there and singing, right? They're characters. They have to act, man. It's as someone who's taken some acting classes and has done acting in the context of music, like, it's a lot harder than it looks. Maybe that's just me, but especially for someone who's singing all the time and giving us vocal performance, coming in these music videos and doing this is awesome. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out here is the dichotomy of timbre. We get those really, really wonderful dark false fold. It's breathy, and it doesn't have a huge dimension to it, but it still has that power underneath it, right? This isn't Tatiana, but it's Angela, and it's her own sound, which I love to hear. People making unique sounds within the context of, like, a genre-specific type of singing, like growls. You know, I had this conversation this weekend with someone about it's annoying when people are just saying false folds or raspy. You know, those are two definitions that people throw around a lot, but within those two are so many more definitions of types of phonation, because all of these singers who do that, yeah, they use a little bit of false fold sometimes, but it's also some completely unique other things that they do underneath it. They just utilize one part of the sound. Yeah, so the growling is like, I mean, there are different kinds of growls, obviously. Everyone sounds different when they do it, but you can growl using the false folds, and then also sing underneath it to make a sound. Or you could not sing, and then you don't really get as much of a pitch, but you get, like, this very, like, more gritty sound, right? Or you can do a little bit of false fold and then some singing to make, like, an even more unique sound, right? There's a whole thing that, anyway, can Cosmic or Tau go through the queue and find Unleash the Archers Awakening and boost that up? Appreciate that. Some Digitalist has been here forever, so I'll honor that. But today, guys, we're not doing viewer requests. So if anyone does tip and request something in the comments, I'll put that on after this week. But for today and Wednesday, we're just going to try to get through that untipped queue as much as possible. So anyway, guys, really, really fantastic vocals. Let's enjoy the rest. So now the other cool thing about kind of what I was just talking about, in how, individual voices will take the texture of false fold closure and that growl sound and combine it with, like, an in-depth vocalism. Like, they'll still use the vocal cords to create pitch. One of the most fascinating things when we do get two singers or even more singing in harmony, we hear that in Winter Sun, right? We hear that there when they have like 5 singers singing with different types of vocal timbres, different types of vocalisms. We get raspy, we get false folds, we get a combination of all of that. And here, I mean, especially, and you also hear that, like, between Floor and Marco and some of those older performances where they would do, like, very drastically different vocalisms. When they're singing together, it just maximizes that effect. Where what you're getting, instead of, like, two very complex like vocal harmonic profiles, or rather vocal tonal profiles, you're getting an even more combined one, which increases the way that your body interprets the sound, and it heightens that level of depth that you can listen with. Again, super thrilling. See, now when she growls like that, we lose a little bit of the pitch, but we get more of that false fold growl. And I think it's more appropriate when we're getting to this part of the song. We're approaching the bridge. We're getting the guitar solo, and now what we're hearing more is that dichotomy between the two voices. How she's exactly expressing that that frustrated, that angry, beastie type of feeling. You know, this is the theme of do or die, right? It's like she's on the fight end, and the other end, Elise is singing the flight end almost. That's kind of the dichotomy I hear in these voices. It's like fight or flight, do or die, right? Get out of here, creeper. Don't grief me. Welcome, dragon. Okay, so that's cool. Oh, I didn't expect that one. Okay. So this is not, you know, it's a little reverby, a little auto-tuney, but this is not like a pitch that she couldn't create on her own in any other circumstance. But it's rooted in, and I just want to say this one more thing. This pitch she's singing, she's only able to do that because of how relaxed she can be with that completely like steely timbre. It's grounded. She's using proper compression, and so all she needs to do is add enough air to get up to that super high whistly tone. Aaron, thank you for the 5 months Prime. I appreciate it a lot. Welcome. Here. Nice. Yeah, and Nati's like no shocker there. The way that it comes out it's completely in line with everything she was doing before. Like if she weren't singing this fluidly and this resonantly in her middle voice, the way she's doing all these chorus lines, these repeated phrases, I would be like, can she really do that? I mean, based on how she would be singing otherwise. But it is such a really well-organized and technically proficient voice. Whether or not, I don't know her past. I don't know if she's actually trained or if she was just born with this amazing voice. But it really does serve her well getting up to that high note. And that's what I, as like a vocal technician, as a classical singer, appreciate, is someone's technique that can be flexible in the moment, that can go up and keep the same amazing qualities that they get in their middle voice all the way up the range, which is exactly what that really high whistly pitch is. I love it. We even get a little belt there. Oh, I guess that's it. Music video? Spot on. Spot on. What's he got in his hand? Break the routine. Very cool. Very nice.